ouchy, itchy, stinging, burning, irritated skin. This can happen especially during this time of year where you've got a lot of sun and wind and going in and out of water. These things can make normal skin, or what was normal skin, quickly turn into irritated skin. And when this happens, what do? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Hi everyone, welcome to Free Range Diva, where you will find helpful information to enhance your beauty and wellness routines. Yeah, I have been going through an extended period of burning, stinging skin. It started kind of in this area, in my neck, my face, even my scalp. It's just something that for me just happens. I don't know what triggers it, but from time to time my skin does get irritated. I know once I got a really bad irritation from being out in the wind, but you know, it can happen, and sometimes we don't know why. However, because it's something that happens to me from time to time, I do have an arsenal of products and some advice that helps me turn off the irritation and the stinging and the redness and the burning and all that other stuff. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So let's get started. So for me, the thing to do is to just get back to basics. Some people have to go all the way back to just using water on their skin and maybe a gentle washcloth and nothing else. That has happened to me in the past, but now for the last 10 years or so, I have used a shower filter that filters out chlorine and chloramines. And this has made the biggest difference. I've never had to go through a period where I would just put water on my skin and it would still be burning and stinging, which I did several years ago. So that's number one. If you can purify your water, get the chlorine out. You may have to contact your water company to find out whether they use chlorine or chloramines. My company uses both. Great. So I do have a shower filter in my shower that filters out both. So that's kind of my first recommendation, is to just make sure that you're using the least offensive water in your shower. Then when it comes to cleansing my skin, I take it all the way back to bar soaps, and bar soaps that have nothing in them except the saponified oil that was used to create them. So for example, this is what I've been using on my face for the last year or so. This is the organic Cocoa Fiji face and body soap infused with raw coconut oil. So this is coconut oil based, and let me read you the ingredient. Traditional saponified, cold pressed, organic, virgin coconut oil. That's it. And so that's how, when I talk a lot about artisan soaps and things like that, that's how it all started. You get an oil, you apply lye to it, and it turns it into soap. And the lye obviously goes away and dissipates, and you're left with just soap. So this is what I use on my face to cleanse it. When it comes to taking off makeup, I have used an oil cleanser in the past from Living Libations, and I can still actually use it. But to be safe, I recommend this, jojoba oil. This one is from Now, and this is 100% pure, certified organic jojoba oil. Jojoba oil has a fatty acid profile that is the closest to that of your skin. So it's very well tolerated. It's actually a wax. I did not know that. But yeah, you can put this, if you haven't oil cleansed, I'm sure I've got a video somewhere where I'm doing it. But basically you just slather the oil all over your face, get yourself a warm washcloth, and just towel the oil and the makeup off. And your skin is obviously not stripped, it's not irritated, it's just clean. You can then go on your merry way and be done with it, or if you want to do a second cleanse, then grab something like the bar soap that I talked about before. As far as body soaps, the organic Fiji is fine. There's a couple more that I like. Again, one ingredient, This is the Good soap from Alafia Shea. This one is coconut oil based as well. And then I just ordered from a company called Osmia Organics their Oh So body soap. This Oh So soap has, again, saponified oils. So these are all oils with nothing but lye added to them. And they have a lot of them. They've got mango oil, olive oil, castor oil, and sea salt. That's it. And Osmia is a company that has a lot of good things about it. Here is the actual bar of soap itself. You can see that it's big. It's very big. These bars last quite a while, and it's very pure. And their company was based on treating people with sensitive skin. The founder was a doctor. I can't remember if she was a dermatologist or some other kind of doctor, but she's someone who suffered with skin issues her whole life, and she just wanted products that she could use. And eventually, it became into this big company that makes high quality products. They're based in Colorado. Everything is really, really clean. And again, high quality and high performing. So they were having a sale, so I put in an order to try the Oh So soap. So I haven't tried this yet, but I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. I've used other soaps from Osmia. And then I also ordered their body oil, and we're going to get to that when it comes to moisturizers. I think that's all I need to say about soaps. Yeah. So let's talk about moisturizers. So again, the basic moisturizer that I use on my body, especially when it was really bothering me, was jojoba oil. Great for face. You can use it on your face. You can use it on your body. I had really, and I still do. Today, everything is kind of calmed down except for my neck is still pretty stingy. And so, of course, I put jojoba oil on my neck before I apply my sunscreen. And then sometimes on my face as well, although I don't need it as much on my face anymore. But yes, I have retired lotions for the time being and only use oils as moisturizers. So again, the jojoba is basic, but Osmia makes beautiful skin oils. These are probably the best skin oils that I have ever tried. They're also the most expensive, which is why I buy them on sale. This is their Sunset, and it's the way that you apply these oils is you get out of your shower while you don't towel off. While you're still wet, you rub this all over, and a little goes a long way because it's mixing with the oils in your skin to kind of turn into a lotion, but it glides over the skin really, really easy, and so you don't need as much of it. This process, what they call their oil ritual on Osmia's website, but this process allows the fragrance in here to last even longer. They also make an unfragranced version of their body oils as well as other fragrances, but the Sunset is the one that I have used for years, and it's the one that I continue to use because I love the fragrance. The other oil that I like and use intermittently is a DIY. This is jojoba oil, squalane oil, and the fragrances, the essential oils that I put in here were jasmine and chamomile. But I mix up the blends all the time. I change them all the time. But yeah, so this I will have been using this summer. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's almost gone. So I'll be making up a new batch. And then I use whatever essential oils that appeal to me at the moment. So this is nice. You can customize it. And then the final oil that I have, and I love this one in the summer, and this is from Osea Malibu. This is their Undaria Algae Body Oil. And again, very clean ingredients. This one's, yeah, I've been working on this one this summer. And these kinds of oils, these fragranced oils, this has a light, summery kind of citrusy floral fragrance. It's beautiful fragrance. And so that's why I like using oils, particularly in the summer, on skin that is going to be seen. So if you want, because they give you a nice glow. They give you a nice glow. And also your skin is very soft. And again, once the irritation that I was experiencing in the upper part of my body subsided, then I was able to put these oils like Osmia and Osmia and the DIY. Then I was able to start using those again. But on my lower body, I still use the jojoba oil because it's a really good oil. This one you apply to your dry skin right after you get out of the shower. So it goes in a little bit differently. It doesn't just glide over the skin the way the Osmia one does, but it's still, I used it today in fact, it still gives you a beautiful glow and it leaves your skin very moisturized and protected, and that's kind of what you want. And I've never had an issue with these oils coming off on my clothing or anything like that. Any kind of oil in general. I guess there are probably heavier blends of oils on the market for more inclement weather, you know, like in the dead of winter or something. But the ones that I use are very light, absorb quickly, and they don't linger around to get on clothing or anything like that. Oh, and I had to stop using the DIY scalp oil formula on my scalp because it was irritating, it was stinging, it was burning, and I would have to wash it out. So now I'm just using the jojoba oil. I'm going to rethink that formula. It was a little bit different. I tweaked it a little bit and had used it perfectly, and it didn't bother me for months, but something I just got sensitive to. So I'm going to rethink it, but in the time being, I am just going to use the jojoba. So it's a good reminder that just because something is all natural doesn't mean that everyone's going to be able to tolerate it in the same way, or even over a period of time. Now let's talk about skincare, because you can use serums and all those lovely anti-aging skincare items. You just have to be really careful about your ingredients and what you're using. So the first product that I have is a spray. It's kind of a spray toner. I use the rose water spray from Heritage Store. I will put a picture of it because it comes in a bottle, or I buy it in a bottle, and then I pour it in my own spray bottle, because the sprayer on this bottle, this metal bottle that I have right here, is much gentler and softer, and it's just a better sprayer than the one on that comes on the with the Heritage Store. I spray this all over my face. I can spray this on my body. It's very soothing, and it gives you it kind of refreshes you and gives you a little bit of layer of moisture, so that your serums are not going to be applied to dry skin. And the first serum that I use, and that is again because the ingredients in this are so simple, is this argireline serum from Asterwood Naturals. I'll list the ingredients. Basically it's the peptide, it's hyaluronic acid, and then a preservative. And that's it. And that's the same thing with everything that I'm going to be showing you. This one is for wrinkles. This is considered the natural alternative to Botox. But yeah, I've been using argireline. I mean, search for it. If you want to go to my channel page and search for it, you'll get a bunch of videos that come up about argireline, because I've been using it for so long. But yeah, it's sort of the base of my anti-aging routine, if I have such a thing. But it's very, very gentle. That's why I keep using this. And then the surprising serum that I wasn't expecting to be able to use and to like as much is the Bobchi serum. Now this one is from Peak Sense. It's their Rose Phyto Bobchi serum, and this is a bakuchiol serum. And bakuchiol is nature's version of retinol. It's a natural retinol that does not cause the irritation or the sun sensitivity of other retinols. So if you have sensitive skin, this is definitely going to be something that you want to invest in. And although this does have things like vitamin C in here, it's also got niacinamide in here. And what they've done is they've using rose botanicals, hence the name, And the formula is just so gentle. I have not had a problem. I think initially when I first started, I just used the argireline and the matrixyl serum that I'm going to show you in a minute. But then on a whim, I decided to try this and my skin felt better. It felt soothed. Maybe it's the niacinamide, or it's just, this also has hyaluronic acid in it, 4% Bobchi, vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid. And again, I did not expect to like this as much as I did, but it's a great way to get a retinol in without having to deal with the peeling and especially if your skin is already sensitive, forget it. Okay, so yeah, surprisingly enough, this works really well, or at least it did for me. And as I said, I used a matrixyl, which is another peptide that is for, the argireline is for wrinkles, this is for firming. So I actually, when I apply these, I apply the argireline first, then cocktail these two together, and I'm showing you, you'll see in the close-ups, I'm almost out of my first bottle of this, so I will soon be opening the second one. So yes, these two together, the matrixyl serum, matrixyl 3000 from Timeless for firming, and the Bobchi serum as well for firming. So I'm getting a double dose of serum, of firming serum ingredients. And again, they didn't nothing has irritated my skin. In fact, like I said, the Bobchi really soothed it and made it feel oh so much better. Because one of the things that you don't want to do when you're dealing with sensitive skin is any kind of heavy exfoliation. The only exfoliator that I use is a very soft washcloth in the shower when I'm applying whatever cleanser I'm using, and that's it. I don't want to, use anything that's going to irritate what's already irritated, make it worse, make it feel worse. So yeah, go light on exfoliation or just skip it altogether for a while until, because more than likely your skin mantle has been damaged, which is why it's irritated and red and sore and ugh. So you want to give that mantle a chance to build itself back up again and heal. So for sunscreen, I have been using this Ginger Armor for over a year now. And this is their Mineral SPF Daily Moisturizer Face for sensitive skin. And the reason why is because this is a base of oils with the active ingredients titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. And this is very, very thin and lightweight. Yes, it comes out, I shake it up a little bit, comes out of the spray bottle like that. And then look at that. This is the lightest, I mean, it's like water. It is so light. Might as well put it on my hands. It is so light that it just glides over the skin really quickly. Doesn't leave a white cast. It's very, very gentle. And I've said in the past that if I'm not wearing makeup, if I'm just cleansing my face and then putting on sunscreen, I don't really feel the need to cleanse my face again at night, like a deep cleaning or anything, although I probably should. The only thing that I will say about applying this is a moisturizer, so it's best applied after your serums, not after you've applied something like a jojoba oil or any other kind of moisturizer, because it will leave your face very, very shiny, and it takes a while for that shininess to go away. If you apply it right after your serums and as a moisturizer, it soaks in immediately and it's done. So, just picture, like there are some days, especially on my neck, where I just have to put an oil on or something. I'll show you the other something in a minute, because my skin just feels tight. And then I'll apply this over and I just know that, okay, I'm going to be shiny for the next 15 minutes or so, but eventually it will soak in. I wore it under my makeup today, as you can see, and you don't see any excess shininess other than my usual, my usual shininess. In fact, I didn't put any makeup on my forehead, so So my forehead is a good example of what it looks like after it's absorbed in. Before I get to the last thing, which is my deodorant, I want to say a quick word about Osmia has a very lightweight moisturizer. It's called their Purely Simple face cream. It's a lightweight lotion and it absorbs immediately. It was designed, again, like I said, Osmia was designed for people that have sensitive skin, and this is definitely designed for that, and it's designed for people who don't need a heavier moisturizer, but are perfectly fine with a lightweight. This absorbs into your skin like that, and it's expensive, and they've sent me, every time I put in an order, they send me a sample, like they keep trying to tell me something, like I need to buy this. So maybe I will break down the next time they have a sale and get the face lotion. Again, it's called the Purely Simple face cream. And that's because, again, the ingredients are purely simple. All right, finally, hello, lavender vanilla deodorant. I found this when my last deodorant, which was very, very mild, and mild in terms of the formulation. It was a very simple but effective formula. Well, they decided to change it. They decided to remove the tapioca starch that they used in it and replace it with cornstarch. And then additionally, it was supposed to be baking soda free. Well, it was, but they reformulated it and put baking soda in it. So they had to go. And instead, I found this from a company. It's a 24-hour deodorant with shea butter in the lavender vanilla scent. And this does work. I've only been using this for about 2-3 weeks. Haven't had it that long. It says that it's dermatologically tested. It's vegan. It glides easily. Yes, it does. This goes on like seriously, and it's naturally scented, and that's one of the things I really, because most of what I use is unscented, but this lavender vanilla scent is so faint you can it's barely detectable, and this does feel like you're putting some soothing creamy butter under your arms, but that also, you know, keeps you from feeling stinky. This is also aluminum free and baking soda free, and of course there's no parabens or dyes. So it's just a beautiful, like, buttery product that also keeps you smelling fresh and good. So I found this on Amazon of all places. I think they're sold at other places as well. Yeah, and it doesn't have GMO corn or anything else like that in it. It's straight up tapioca. So this is my new deodorant. Love it a lot. Buying something, you know, online like that where you can't smell it, I thought was a little risky. I tend to not do that, but I am here to tell you I'm someone who is very sensitive to smells. I don't like heavy smelling anything, and this is so mild, and again, it's very refreshing. And like I said, you really have to put your nose right here in order to smell it. It's almost undetectable. Okay, that's it. I hope this was helpful. If you're having any kind of issues with sensitive skin or have had in the past, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you did to get over it. Also, if you liked this video and thought the information was good or helpful, then please give it a thumbs up. I can't tell you how much that helps me out. It's a simple little thing, but it really, really does a lot in terms of the growth of the channel. And speaking of growth of the channel, if you want to see more from me, then please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. And until I see you in my next video, gonna say bye. I want to wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.